Hello everyone! Today is a kind of big day for me because it's now that my master theory for the artist SMP is being released. This theory fits most of the people into it, like Henki, Whisper Melody, Seek Double, Noka, Tilly, and a bunch more. Hope you enjoy it! Okay, let's start with an overview. Many of the artist SMP members don't remember their past, and there have been things called glitches happening all over the server. They include blocks with that purple and black checker pattern, and entire moved and missing pieces of land. One very important piece that is missing is where the wedding was, which disappeared after the wedding. So where the place where it was disappeared after it happened. Okay, that's kind of confusing. Leaving a big hole into the void. This is what leads me to think that the artist SMP is a sort of floating realm within the void. I think of it kind of like intergalactic space. So a galaxy would be like a realm. I'm calling them realms because they don't really seem like whole universes to me. And then the space between galaxies, so there's not much stuff or barely anything. That's what I think is the void. So all the SMP members came from different dimensions and realms, except for Whisper and Melody, who are natives. Tropy is too, but they have a pretty confusing lore, which kind of shows something different, so I'm not going to consider them native right now. However, even Whisper and Melody have some weird things going on with them, and where they came from. I made a whole video about it, so you can go watch. Then there's Henki. When they fell into the void through the wedding hole, they ended up in a place with some very interesting things. There's the ship, which is the Gilded Comb, which is Double's ship. Then there's Whisper and Melody's village. And there's the wedding, which is the only thing there that isn't from a member's past. I'll get into that later. So I'm thinking that something is using this part of the void to hide the memories from the artist SMP members. What that thing is later, I'll get into because there's so much confusing stuff and I can't make it all in one part. Okay, so first, Double's ship, which was called the Gilded Comb when it was found by Henki in the void. They left it 6 months before their arrival in the SMP. This implies something happened during those 6 months. During that time, they also had no memory, so I think that what happened, that something took them and transported to the SMP during those 6 months. Second, Whisper and Melody's village. Henki found a village in the void, which I think is Whisper and Melody's village. Well, actually, Melody's village. Why? Go watch my video. So it's their village because there is a wanted poster, which seems to be them, and a journal, which is Whisper's book too. The journal tells of a story as if something happened, forcing them to leave the village. In one of the houses, there's 2 signs that have standard galactic alphabet on them. When translated into English, it reads, "Why did they leave?" and "I missed them." As well as a book on the floor which reads, "Don't trust Messiel," or Messiah or something. Who is Messiel? Messiel is a person that is in the void, and they speak in standard galactic alphabet. So I think that they were the ones who made those signs, but I don't really know why, based on some more of a theory I have. It's confusing. And finally, the wedding. This ties into a lot of the rest of the theory, so I'll talk about that now too. I think the artist SMP is a place where someone or something has put all the members, pulling them across from different dimensions, places, and realms. A couple interesting cases are Tilly's, Whispers, and Melodies. Tilly had a unique case because they weren't forced out of the Bastion where they came from. Instead, they escaped from it from their own will, as far as we know. They're probably more to their past than this right now, but it's pretty mysterious, and we don't know enough to make any theories about it yet. Whisper came from a village in the same world as the Cove and Village. They were driven from their village because of unfair treatments and went to Melody's village. I think in Melody's village, it was there that something caused Whisper and Melody to move, and what that did to it is this. I think something happened bad in the village, and it was blamed on them. They tried to escape, but not before doing something to the person who caused it, which they got from the line, "They deserved it," in Whisper's book too. Okay, so who is this thing that's been causing all of this that I've been hinting to the whole video? Well, I think it's the person that was in the void, Messiel. In the void stream from Henki, they say something in chat at one point. It's in standard galactic alphabet, but I translated it into, "Welcome to the void, where things that cease to be. The memories I have deleted, lives that has been defeated, information that hasn't yet been depleted. Here they were purged, here they have stirred, here to save this world, to save me from you." What I think this means is that Messiel has control over many things in the artist SMP realm, such as the amnesia that many of the members have, as well as saying that the void is where the canon lives have been lost, such as Whispers, and that's where they appear. Then there's the second part about to save the world from you and all that. I have no idea what it means. Well, I mean, I have a kind of idea, but it's not fully formed yet, so... Okay, so about the canon lives. I think that the canon lives are a sort of attribute connected to the members, which ties them to the void. Kind of. When they lose a life, it causes it disconnects from them and falls into the void. Like, I don't know if any of you have seen that $100,000 airsoft battle royale from Mr. Beast. It's kind of like when you lose your canon life, the balloon detaches and goes into the void. Another thing is that Seek hears a voice coming from his lantern which he carries around, which tells him to kill people such as Oddity, and he mentioned that if it is not with him for too long of a time, bad things will happen. So this is what can tell us about the purpose behind putting all the SMP members together, maybe to kill them or something like that, which means that the voice in Seek's lantern, who I think is Messiel. Okay, well, the video's finally over. Thanks so much if you watched all the way here. Like, for real, I spent like a week on this script, and that's why it's later than usual. Also, sorry about the grammar mistakes and syntax errors, because I did not write a very good, like, grammatically correct script. So, well, anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and bye!